Welcome to the penultimate episode of the Hawea Grove series. We're outside for this episode, taking a look at a whole range of things from our decking through to the planting of our first fruit trees. In the early stages of a build during a site scrape, it makes sense to try to keep as much dirt on site as practically possible. This gives you options down the line when it comes to landscaping. Wanaka Siteworks smashed out our post-build earthworks in just a few days. They put down a stone chip for our driveway rather than a concrete one, which would have resulted in much higher emissions. Taking an hour once a year to pull weeds out of the driveway is a small price to pay for the lower environmental impact. Wanaka Siteworks shaped up various berms and rolls in the garden, with this one being at the north end of our lawn. This is where we included that crushed up jib plasterboard from episode 13. Augustine from Nativa Landscaping helped me put down this rollout ready lawn here, which was a really good decision. Otherwise it would have been just a mud fest all winter long until we could see grass in springtime. Nativa Landscaping also helped me plant a berm of natives too, supplied by the local Hawea Valley Nursery. Continuing on with our focus of using thermally modified timber, we chose to use a Bodo for our lovely north-facing deck. This decking has no chemical treatment at all, meaning the offcuts can be burned. We discovered a local company called Black Mower who do a rather unique BIOCHAR service on site. Throughout the build, we tried to separate out the offcuts of untreated timber versus the treated stuff and anything with glues in it like plywood. Sam and Ben from Black Mower set up 2 kilns right here in our driveway, and we burnt that untreated timber and turned it into a whole lot of biochar in just one day.
We don't want to add the material too fast because then we'll have a lot of unburnt material in the charcoal. So we want to wait until we see a fine layer of ash over all of the material, but before the bulk of the material is turning to ash, if that makes sense. And as the layer builds up, there's a flame cap which is rising, and just underneath that flame cap are the hottest temperatures in the kiln and an absence of oxygen because the oxygen's being burnt off just above it. That's how you make charcoal.
Once the burn is complete and the charcoal is cold, it's mixed in with topsoil and then left to sit for a few weeks before spreading through the planting area. We covered this biochar layer with mulch from the community green waste across the road. This is a community facility run by local volunteers where you drop off your own green waste and pick up mulch in return. Every town in New Zealand should have one of these facilities. The irrigation system we put in here was supplied by Allflow, the same suppliers as our greywater system from episode 15. These purple lines are high flow dripper lines so they don't get clogged up with any small particles that might get through the filter system. Winter is a great time to plant trees as their roots get well established in the ground before they begin to grow in springtime. We've planted a cherry tree, a plum tree, pears, apples, feijoas, blueberries, and a peachcot tree. Can't wait to see what comes out of this little orchard in the future. So that's it for episode 19. We'll be back in springtime with the final episode as a bit of a reflection piece. This will take a look at the performance stats of the house and some potential rating systems too. I might even have the last bits of paving done by then.